All right, here's some ideas that I have for making a single person dragon and also, I guess, a lion. So, this is just an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper that you can, like, I'm only drawing a few lines on it, or maybe I could use a brush to go over these to make the lines thicker and actually maybe print them out if people are not inclined to draw their own. And I'll put it on both sides. Maybe you can have some cardboard in between, and then you just tape it. Tape it to a stick. We'll probably want a shoulder height stick, just to show. Maybe you could have something in between it to make it a little stronger. And my idea is you'll cut out I don't really want to cut out teeth, but if people have cutting out teeth on a piece of paper is easier than if you have to cut out the teeth in the cardboard. It's not impossible to cut out the teeth or the tongue on a cardboard. It's just that I've done it before, and it's harder than if you're doing it on paper. But say if you cut out a triangle here, and this top part, those could be the ears, or maybe a horn. You could also have like a little tail with just these packing plastic that comes in a lot of boxes, and if you put some colored paper, taping it on there, that might actually fly pretty nice. When I first made these, I made these for a preschool, and I tried to make it so that it would, like, part of the stick would be exposed in case you wanted to actually do like a fighting form with it, like the Daido versus the spear. But it's just easier it's easier to make if they don't even have to touch each other, and then you don't have to make it that strong. But you can learn kind of kung fu moves, stick moves, and the big knife pole arm moves, still having the idea of a blade, still having the idea of what's the front of the weapon, which would be the mouth, and it would just be more of a dance, so like a single person dragon dance, which I don't know, I don't think that really exists, but it enables you to actually incorporate more of the kung fu moves that you wouldn't be able to do with like a multi-person dragon. This idea is a drum idea concept that I don't know if I'll ever actually use it in practice, but you might be able to use that as like a double sword, seongdo, that you could also drum on if you want to. If maybe the drum were guiding the dragon or the lion, which is not how it's traditionally done, but might be a cool dance idea. All right, this is just a regular Costco box. When I made these lions before, I would just paint it directly onto the box, but I know people don't necessarily want to do that, or they'll say, I don't know how. So here's, again, 2 pieces of paper that you could just tape to it. You could cut these out. These could be the ears up here. This looks like a beard, but you could also cut that out and have it be the horn, or you could just put like a bottle or something, tape that to the horn as the horn. And what I like too is this is so thick that you could even double this as a drum. And what I was thinking is you could actually have the person, like when I made these before, actually cut the cardboard to make it look more like a lion shape. But I realized that once you cut into the cardboard, you lose some strength. And these boxes that you can get at Costco are so thick that you could actually like really abuse them, like throw them around. You could do the dance just holding that. I had cut out a mouth because the kids wanted to see through it, but that's kind of dumb too, because you could just see around you, and you're not going to be able to see through a mouth when you actually do real line. I mean, you can sort of see through the mouth when you do real lion dance, but it's really going to be lower anyway. So it's more like you might as well just keep the box intact, and then you could have, maybe we could do some sequences where we're actually drumming on the box, holding the head. And instead of the wooden sticks, you can just like tape up a magazine, and that's something else you could do too. All right, so those are just some ideas of easy things we can make. Just also this broom could show that you could just put the cardboard directly over an old broom. And since we're not going to hit these against each other, it's okay if someone brings a wooden stick and you got a bamboo stick or a metal stick, whatever the kid chooses, because they're not going to touch each other. You're just going to learn the moves, and it's going to be more like a dance. All right.